Okay, these are a couple of standing desks that I recently completed. I built two of them, one for each of my daughters. I've got this one here, I got that one there. The legs came from a friend of mine who works for a company that manufactures these for Hayworth. What's nice about them, it's got this little control here. You can put it up or down, set different levels, whatever you want. We'll put it on the highest one here, and just kind of slowly comes up fairly quietly. The wood came from my yard. As you can see, well, okay, not there. Those are pine trees. Over here, we got some oak. Neighbor Dan helped me mill this stuff up a couple years ago. Kind of let it air dry for a while. That's Prudence. He's my safety saw man. He makes sure everything in the shop is OSHA compliant. So once the moisture came down to like 6 or 8%, I knew I was able to mill them up and put them together. That way it won't warp. The finish is an oil-based polyurethane. We used an HVLP system. Spray it on there. Probably got 6 or 7 coats. Turned out pretty nice. I do have some defects. Some people call it character. I call it defects. Got a pretty good check on the end of the wood here. Had to put some bow ties in there on the top and the bottom. See, it kind of goes on a funky angle through the wood there. We had to put some bow ties in there, stabilize it. Had a couple knots here and there. Just little things I had to clean up. Overall, I think it still turned out pretty well though. This is a drawer that I designed to fit a laptop. It's a 16 inch, it's an 11 inch. It's just big enough to get some pencils, papers, that kind of stuff. I would have loved to have made the drawer deeper. As you can see from this one over here, I really didn't have an option. The structure of the standing desk kind of limits the depth of the drawer. So it's a 12-inch drawer. It's not as deep as I would have liked, but it's still adequate. There are rubber grommets underneath these screws. You don't want to ever want to screw in a metal structure to a wood top. The reason is the wood still needs to expand and contract, and so there needs to be a little bit of flexibility in that connection so that it doesn't crack the boards. So underneath these screws are oversized holes with a rubber grommet in there, and they're not like sucked real tight down either. They're fairly loose, so it offers just a little bit of flexibility so that hopefully that top doesn't crack. You could put casters on these things. We actually did that over here for our shop table. Put some locking casters on there. This table's great because I can adjust the height to whatever we need. We can make it the same as the assembly table. We can use it as an in-feed or out-feed table for the planer or the bandsaw. So it's super versatile. Really like having it in the shop. But yeah, I'm all set. Ready to bring them in the house, and hopefully I don't scratch them. So what do you guys think?